announcing they will have to close or they have already closed. The funding was meant to kick in on the 1st of April. We're now joined by Vetten of the Gauteng Care Crisis Committee, which is a voluntary association of 67 not-for-profit organisations. Thank you for being with us in studio, Lisa. We appreciate it. So the department says it is a bit late, but the funding adjudication has now been done. Do the NPOs that you are in touch with know who's receiving what?
No, they don't. And I think I'm just going to set out the process, which may be a little dull for viewers, but I think it's important to understand.
Sure.
So what should happen is that by mid-February to mid-March, organisations will be contacted by the department to sign what are called service level agreements. And this they've set out in their funding model, which they present to the Gauteng legislature in October 2022. It's also set out in the sector financing policy, these timelines. What has been difficult is that organisations have not received that notification in February and March. So traditionally, you know...
And the new financial year starts 1st of April.
Correct.
So we're into that. Right?
We're into that. Now, obviously, funding doesn't get paid on the 1st of April, but the difficulty for organisations is twofold. One, they don't know if they're going to be funded. Number two, they don't know if how much they're going to be funded, because they've also been there are clearly budget cuts. So they sit with a problem that you have a month in which you have no certainty as to whether or not you should retrench staff, employ staff, and then owe them money only to find out that you now cannot pay it because you have not been funded, where they incur costs in relation to people who are in their care, very, very vulnerable people who, if they don't have food and they don't have their medication, they don't have people to care for them, could suffer very severe reversals of their health and their well-being. So that's really the difficulty, is that the adjudication has been so delayed that where, you know, in the past you could kind of get through April by being able to maybe go to the church who would lend you some money, or just to be able to explain to people it is coming through. They don't know that. You know,